2026 and 2027 are absolutely stacked. We are talking about some of the biggest games in years. So today, I am breaking down the 10 biggest upcoming games you need to have on your radar. And trust me, number 1 is going to surprise you. Also, there are some extra games you might be interested, so let's get into it. Kicking things off at number 10, we have Gears of War E-Day. This is a prequel set during Emergence Day, which is the day the Locust Horde first emerged from underground and nearly wiped out humanity. It is a return to the franchise's gritty, horror-infused roots. The trailer was dark, brutal, and honestly, it felt like classic Gears. If you grew up playing the original trilogy, this one is going to hit different. E-Day is set to launch on October 6, 2026, exclusively on Xbox Series XS. The Coalition is bringing us back to where it all began. At number 9, we have Castlevania: Belmont's Curse. This is the next entry in the beloved Castlevania series, and it is launching on October 15, 2026. It is coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series XS, and Nintendo Switch. This marks the return of the Belmont clan in a brand new adventure. Fans of the series have been waiting for a new mainline Castlevania game for years, and based on the trailer, this one looks like it is honoring the legacy of the franchise while bringing fresh ideas to the table. Number 8 is Halo: Campaign Evolved. This is a major remaster of the original Halo Combat Evolved campaign. It is launching on July 28, 2026 for Xbox Series XS, PC, and PS5. This is a big deal because it is the first time a mainline Halo game is coming to PlayStation. The remaster features updated visuals, improved gameplay mechanics, and new content. If you grew up playing Halo, this is going to be a nostalgic trip, and if you never played it, this is the perfect way to experience the game that started it all. At number 7, we have a game that has been in development limbo for years, The Wolf Among Us 2. Telltale Games is finally bringing back Bigby Wolf, the sheriff of Fabletown. This is a narrative adventure game set in a world where fairy tale characters live among us in secret. The first game was beloved for its noir atmosphere and tough moral choices. The sequel has been a long time coming, but it is finally targeting a 2027 release on PC, PS5, Xbox Series XS, and even PS4 and Xbox One. If you love a good story-driven experience, this is one to watch. Number 6 is Stellar Blade: Blood Rain. This is the sequel to 2024's surprise hit Stellar Blade. Shift Up is taking the franchise in a darker, more cyberpunk direction. The game features a new protagonist named Evie, a rain-soaked sci-fi city, and body horror enemies. The combat looks faster and more martial arts focused. Fans are already calling it the Ghost in the Shell of video games. The game does not have a release date yet, but it is expected in 2027. The platform is still TBD, but given the first game was a PS5 exclusive, I would expect the same here. At number 5, we have the remake that fans have been begging for, Resident Evil Veronica. This is a full remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica, the 2000 classic that many consider one of the best entries in the series. The game is being developed by Capcom Dev 1, the same team behind the critically acclaimed RE2 and RE4 remakes. That is a huge vote of confidence. The game is targeting a 2027 release on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PC, and even Nintendo Switch 2. Capcom says it is preserving the essence of the original, while modernizing the experience. If you are a survival horror fan, this is a must-play. Number 4 is Alien Isolation 2. After 12 long years, the Xenomorph is back. The original Alien Isolation is widely considered one of the best survival horror games ever made. It captured the dread and tension of the 1979 film perfectly. The sequel is set on a colony world, and it is coming to PS5, Xbox Series XS, PC, and Switch 2. There is no release date yet, but it is expected in 2027. If Creative Assembly can capture the same magic as the first game, this could be something special. At number 3, we have Persona 4 Revival. This is a full remake of Persona 4 Golden, one of the most beloved JRPGs of all time. The game is being developed by P Studio and Atlas, and it is launching on February 18, 2027 for Xbox Series XS, PC, and PS5. The game follows a group of high school students who investigate a series of mysterious murders in a small Japanese town. It is a coming-of-age story with turn-based combat, social sim elements, and one of the best soundtracks in gaming. If you have never played Persona 4, this is the perfect way to experience it. Number 2 is Guild Wars 3. After 14 years since Guild Wars 2, ArenaNet is finally delivering the long-awaited sequel. The trailer showed a new world, mounts, and a fresh combat system. The game is coming to PC and PS5, with a beta expected in 2027. Guild Wars is known for its rich lore, dynamic events, and player-driven storytelling. The community has been waiting for this for over a decade. If you are an MMO fan, this is going to be huge. And finally, number 1, Marvel's Wolverine. Insomniac Games is giving Wolverine the solo game he has always deserved. The game is a linear action-adventure, not an open world like Spider-Man. It is darker, more violent, and more mature. The story trailer showed Logan confronting Jean Grey, fighting alongside Team X, and facing villains like Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, and the Hand. The game launches exclusively on PS5 on September 15, 2026. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year. Insomniac has proven they can handle Marvel characters, and Wolverine is going to be brutal. Before we wrap up, I wanted to highlight 5 more upcoming games that didn't make the top 10, but are absolutely worth keeping an eye on. First up, Nightmare Operator. This is a third-person action horror shooter set in a post-apocalyptic haunted version of Tokyo in the year 2036. You play as Misha, a public safety operator who hunts yokai, Japanese supernatural creatures drawn from folklore like Kuchisake Onna and Inugami. What makes this game stand out is its combat system. It fuses classic survival horror tension with fighting game-style execution. You switch weapon modules using command inputs, quarter-circle motions, Shoryuken-style inputs, while monsters are closing in. Next is Ignite the Depths, a co-op dark fantasy dungeon crawler from SK Studios, a 3-person team based in Seattle. You descend through 3 handcrafted dimensions, no procedural generation. Every level is made by hand. Each dimension ends with a unique boss encounter featuring bespoke mechanics and environmental puzzles. 4 distinct classes, each with a specific role. Combat is built around synergy and ability combinations. Play solo or team up with up to 3 friends. The game is planned for a Q3 2026 release on PC via Steam, with playtests scheduled ahead of launch. If you enjoy challenging co-op adventures, this is one to keep an eye on. And next, we have Last Harbor. This is an open-world multiplayer survival game from TinyBuild. The premise is simple but brilliant. The zombie apocalypse happened, but you still need to fish for dinner. Your boat is your home. You upgrade it, repair it, and defend it. The sea keeps the undead at bay, but you can't survive offshore forever. You anchor near an island, launch your dinghy, and venture ashore to scavenge for supplies. Zombies roam the land, and other players might steal your loot if they find your boat unmanned. The game is set in the San Juan Islands of Washington State. The developers spent the 2020 lockdown stuck on a boat there. That feeling of dread and beauty inspired the game. It's coming to PC in 2027. Next up, Shady Job. This is one of the most absurd co-op games I have ever seen. You play as construction workers hired by the mafia. Your job? Carry a body bag to the top of a skyscraper and bury it in concrete. Here is the twist. The body is not dead. The bag fights back. It struggles, escapes, breaks structures, and pushes players off ledges. Handle it too roughly, and it gets more aggressive. Use different building blocks to create bridges over deadly drops. One mistake and the entire structure collapses. Up to 4 players in co-op. No route ever goes according to plan. It is targeting a Q3 2026 release on PC via Steam. And yes, they held playtests on July 24th and 25. And finally, Dear Passengers. This co-op game from Kiev-based studio Flexus is about running the world's worst airline. You and your friends are the crew. One player pilots the plane, while others manage the cabin, serve passengers, secure cargo, and handle emergencies. Turbulence throws luggage around. Bird strikes blow out engines. Air pirates with machine guns show up. The trailer went viral on July 14th, 2026, accumulating over 1.5 million wish lists within a week. The game is scheduled for release in 2026. Flexus has over 70 employees and 300 million mobile downloads across 150 countries, but this is their first PC game. And based on the wish lists, it's already a hit. And that is the list. 10 massive upcoming games that you need to know about. Which one are you most excited for? For me, I am torn between Wolverine and Guild Wars 3, but I want to hear from you. Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any future gaming updates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.